Marcy Lane, and I'm the pastor of mission and discipleship here at Forestview. Part of what I oversee is local and global mission, and one of the places that we work and partner with is a place called Muskrat Dam. Each of our places has a representative, and the representative for Muskrat Dam is Andy Grinbergs. So Andy, could you tell us what is Muskrat Dam? How long have we been going, and why do we keep on going to Muskrat Dam?
Yeah, Muskrat Dam is an Indigenous community in Northern Ontario. The population of roughly 300, and it's close to the Manitoba border, and it's what's considered a flying community. Mm-hmm. So you can only drive there for a few months of the year. I've been going there for about 15 trips, but I've brought about 6 or 7 teams from Forestview up there, mm-hmm. and we go there to bless the community with puppet shows, stories of Jesus, and interacting with the youth, and just trying to bring hope to the community that has gone through a lot of mm-hmm. trauma.
Mm-hmm. And how are things in Muskrat Dam right now?
Overall, there's a lot of struggles. They've had a lot of, I guess the best way is a lot of trauma, and just one trauma after another, and they don't get to properly mourn one thing, and then another thing happens, and it's the community is very, mm-hmm. they're really hurting right now.
Mm-hmm. So there's good reasons to keep on going.
Yes, yeah. and try and give them hope.
For sure. Forestview has been going to Muskrat Dam for many years. Can you speak a little bit about why that relationship is so important and how it's developed over the years?
Yeah, it's very important because to go to an Indigenous community, you need to be invited. And I've built the trust with the leadership of the community, with different chiefs and basically the whole community, where I basically have an open invitation to come, knowing the history of a lot of things, that whether it's the residential schools, things that happen with their own kids, mm-hmm. that they trust me and they trust Forestview with their kids. And we don't take that lightly. And so I always have to be very careful who we bring up there and what we do up there, what we say and what we do. Because they've had a lot of bad things happen over the years. And so we've tried to support them anyway. I've even made a couple of trips on my own to go up there for funerals and just to support them and be with them during their dark times.
So you've talked about some of the needs and what's going on in Muskrat Dam currently. Could you tell us how we can pray for Muskrat Dam?
Yeah, we can pray in many ways. They do have one church in their community, but it's not very well supported. It's an Anglican church, but because of things that happened in the past, many of the people do not want to go and support the Anglican church. So there are some people that are struggling. They are wanting to live the Jesus way, but that's one of the major obstacles is, how do I still follow Jesus when I don't like the church that we have? That's one way we can support them, the whole community needs a lot of prayer. They've just mourning one tragedy after another. And thankfully, there has been a missionary family living in the community from Tennessee, and they've been a real bright light in the community. But unfortunately, Todd Simpson has come with a mystery illness, and he's no longer in the community right now. So if we could all pray for Todd Simpson and his family, that his health can be restored, and that their family can return to Muskrat Dam as soon as possible and continue ministering to the community.
We have a trip planned, don't we, for
Yes.
upcoming soon? When is that? And tell us all about that.
So we're planning on bringing a team up sometime in January, probably the middle of January. Mm-hmm. And so we'll do everything from ventriloquist shows to anti-bullying seminars, mm-hmm. Games with the kids, and just trying to bring hope to the community and try and bring Jesus up to a place that's very dark in many ways right now.
Mm-hmm. That's great. And I've also heard that we're going to be hosting an Indigenous conference. Could you tell us about that conference and how we can get involved?
Yeah, so November 4th, it's a Saturday here at Forestview. We're hosting a conference called Indigenous People in the Jesus Way. So it starts at 2:30. We'll have some great speakers. And then there'll be a dinner where you can help enjoy a good meal, as well as help support the team that's going up to Muskrat Dam in January. And then there'll be a concert right after the dinner. So people can support the trip by coming out to the conference, and as well, they can also help donate a meal for the conference. But it'll be a very educational day and evening, and I encourage everyone to come out, even if you can only come out for an hour or two, because it is a long day, but I encourage everyone to come out to that.
I've heard great things about it, so yeah, thanks for making that happen.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.